Yes, Lakshmi, we can go ahead.
Hello friends, good morning everyone. So let's get into the meditation. Take a comfortable posture. Cross your legs. Clasp your hands. Close your eyes. Ensure your spine is always erect. And if you're wearing any spectacles, please keep it aside. Take a deep breath through your nose and breathe it out slowly through your mouth. Repeat this for 2 times more. Take a deep breath through your nose and breathe it out slowly through your mouth. One last time. Take a deep breath through your nose and breathe it out slowly through your mouth. Now just breathe normally and relax. Imagine a big, beautiful rainbow in front of you. See all of its colors and feel the colors. Imagine the color red is glowing brighter than the rest, and there is red all around you. Breathe in the color red. Think to yourself, I am safe. Say to yourself, I feel safe. Think to yourself, I am safe, and say to yourself, I am safe. Now, imagine the color orange is glowing brighter, and orange is all around you. Breathe in orange. Think to yourself, I feel my feelings stirring in my body. Say to yourself, I feel peaceful. Say to yourself, I feel peaceful. I feel peaceful. Next, imagine the color yellow is glowing and is all around you. Breathe in yellow. Think to yourself, I am powerful. Say to yourself, I feel confident. I feel confident. I feel confident. Now, imagine the color green is glowing brighter, and there is green all around you. Breathe in the color green. Think to yourself, my family and friends love me, and I love them. Say to yourself, I feel loved. I feel loved. I feel loved. I love them too. Imagine the color light blue is getting brighter, and light blue is all around you. Breathe in the glowing light blue. Think to yourself, people listen when I talk, and I am a good listener. Say to yourself, I feel heard. I am a good listener. I feel heard. I feel heard. Now, imagine the color indigo is getting brighter, and indigo is all around you. Breathe in indigo. Think to yourself, I have great imagination. Say to yourself, I see great things happening for me. have great imagination. Great things happening for me. I have great imagination. Great things happening for me. Now imagine the color purple is getting brighter, and the color purple is all around you. Breathe in the purple. Think to yourself, I am wise. Say to yourself, I am smart. I am wise. I am smart. I am wise. I am smart. Take one last look of your big, bright, beautiful rainbow. And notice if you see anything. You feel anything. Hear anything. Or notice anything else. Keep observing. Get your awareness back to the physical body. Now take a deep breath and wiggle your toes. Take another deep breath and wiggle your fingers. Take one last deep breath. Place your hands on eyes and open once you're ready. Thank you, friends.
Thank you so much, Rinki, for the wonderful guidance and the beautiful choice of music. Made us and to go deep. Thank you so much.
You.
All right, friends. Then let us begin our topic sharing. So today we are on the 25th day of enlightenment or no death. And today's topic is about experience of dying by Raymond Moody. Raymond Moody is the author of 11 books, including the best-selling Life After Life, which has sold over 13 million copies worldwide. Moody's research into the phenomenon of near-death experience had its start in the year in the 1960s. Moody has enlightened and entertained audiences all over the world for over 3 decades. He offers many different lectures or workshop presentations on the topics of near death experiences, death with dignity, surviving grief and finding hope, reunions, visionary encounters with departed loved ones, and the healing power of humor, etc. etc. So, this is a little bit about Raymond Moody, friends, and the topic is experience of dying. So, despite the wide variation in the circumstances surrounding close calls with death and in the types of persons undergoing them, that there is a striking similarity among the accounts of the experiences themselves. The persons involved uniformly characterize their experiences as ineffable, that is, inexpressible. Many people have made remarks to the effect that there are just no words to express what I am trying to say, or they just don't make adjectives or and superlatives to describe this. A man is dying, and as he reaches the point of greatest physical distress, he hears himself pronounced dead by his doctor. He begins to hear an uncomfortable noise, a loud ringing or buzzing, and at the same time feels himself moving very rapidly through a long dark tunnel. After this, he suddenly finds himself outside of his own physical body, but still in the immediate physical environment. And he sees his own body from a distance, as though he's a spectator. He watches the resuscitation attempt from this unusual vantage point and emotional upheaval. After a while, he collects himself and becomes more accustomed to his odd condition. He notices that he still has a body, but one of a very different nature and with very different powers from the physical body he has left behind. Soon, other things begin to happen. Others come to meet and to help him. He glimpses the spirits of relatives and friends who have already died. and a loving, warm spirit of a kind he has never encountered before, a being of light, appears before him. This being asks him a question, non verbally, to make him evaluate his life and helps him along by showing him a panoramic, instantaneous playback of the major events of his life. At some point, he finds himself approaching some sort of a barrier or border, apparently representing the limit between earthly life and the next life. Yet, he finds that he must go back to earth, that the time for his death has not yet come. At this point, he resists, for by now he is taken up with his experiences in the afterlife and does not want to return. He is overwhelmed by intense feelings of joy, love, and peace. Despite his attitude, though, he somehow reunites with his physical body and lives. In the first place, he can find no human words adequate to describe the unearthly episodes. He also finds that others scoff, so he stops telling other people. Still, the experience affects his life profoundly, especially his views about death and its relationship to life. What is perhaps the most incredible common element is the encounter with a very bright light. Typically, at its first appearance, this light is dim, but it rapidly gets brighter until it reaches an unearthly brilliance. Yet, even though this light is of an indescribable brilliance, many people make it point that it does not in any way hurt their eyes or dazzle them or keep them from seeing other things around them. Despite the light's unusual manifestation, however, not one person has expressed any doubt whatsoever that it was a being of light. Not only that, it is a personal being. It has a very definite personality. The love and the warmth which emanate from this being to the dying person are utterly beyond words, and he feels completely surrounded by it and taken up in it, completely at ease and accepted in the presence of this being. He senses an irresistible magnetic attraction to this light. He is ineluctably drawn to it. Interestingly, while the above description of the being of light is utterly invariable, the identification of the being varies from individual to individual and seems to be largely a function of the religious background, training, or beliefs of the person involved. A man who has no religious beliefs or training at all prior to his experience simply identifies himself as a being of light. The same label was used by one lady of the Christian faith who apparently did not feel any compulsion at all to call the light Christ. Shortly after its appearance, the being begins to communicate with the person who is passing over. Notably, this communication is of the same direct kind which we encountered earlier in the description of how a person in the spiritual body may pick up the thoughts of those around him. For here again, people claim that they did not hear any physical voice or sounds coming from that being, nor did they respond to the being through audible sounds. Rather, that direct, unimpeded transfer of thoughts takes place, and in such a clear way that there is no possibility whatsoever either of misunderstandings or of lying to the light. Furthermore, this unimpeded exchange does not even take place in the native language of the person, yet he understands perfectly and is instantaneously aware. He cannot even translate the thoughts and exchanges which took place while he was near death into the human language which he must speak now after his resuscitation. Yes. So this is a little glimpse of what mm, experience of dying friends, and this is from the book Life After Life um, by Raymond Moody. So yes, I think yesterday what I have read about my mother sharing about her aunt's experience of dying was very like a near-death experience where she had gone to the hospital and where the doctor said there is no hope, and she had seen a bright light, and she went there, and she went to the other side, and she met, as it is mentioned here, that she had seen her own uh, like the one whom she praised, Lord Balaji. So she had seen him there, and there they had a slight communication. Maybe it had happened through a thought form, and she could clearly understand that the master or the Lord had said to her, "It's not your time yet." So she had to come back to this earth. So yes, till this date, when my mom's aunt, she speaks about this, she becomes speechless, and as also mentioned here, words fall short to express what we have experienced over there, and so this is what I wanted to share, friends. And if you have anything to share, please go ahead and you can unmute yourself, please. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Madhu, for such a nice topic. And thank you, Lakshmiji, for such a beautiful meditation. Thank you. And good morning, everyone. So, Madhu, what startled me when I hear so many topics every day is the fact that there are so many wonderful masters who had written in detail so many wonderful books. I'm hearing day after a new title, everything speaking the same truth. And thanks that few years ago I come across one of such masters and I started reading them. However, this really is a joyful thing for me to understand so many authors, so many masters, so many books, all speaking pretty much the same thing, and people from different countries, different backgrounds, different times. So very grateful that we are in a place where the truth is easily accessible. And being here in this group is another wonderful chance to come across all these sources of information, all these sources of energy and wisdom. So I also kind of wonder sometimes, till 1998, I did not come across these wonderful books, although I was reading only particular type of books. Probably I was not open to access these information. And having said that, I'm so very grateful that now at least I'm here and connecting to all these beautiful souls, sharing these great wisdom. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Madhu.
Thank you so much, Ram. Thank you. Yes, Sharu, please go ahead, Sharu.
Good morning, everyone. And I'm really thankful to Lakshmi ji, who the meditation music was wonderful. And yes, what Ram sir was about to say, I was about to say the same thing. The same thought came to me that we have been hearing all the masters for so many days now, and they've had the same experience that they're writing. As Ram sir pointed out, that same truth, in a little different way, but the same truth is what we are coming across every day. So, so many experiences the authors and the writers and the mentors are sharing, or the masters are sharing, but it goes to the same truth. So I would like to share my experience that I had with my grandmother 4 years back. So it was, you can say, I will not say that a near-death experience or an out-of-the-body experience, But I would definitely would want to share this experience with all of you, so that it also validates what these masters are saying in their books. So my grandmother was she was in the hospital bed, and the doctors had already said that she's not now, nothing can be done as far as she's concerned. So I told my parents and I told my relatives that at 8 o'clock she is going to leave her body at night. So what they did was that, because she was in the ICU, so it was not, nobody was permitted. So I told them that if only one person can be permitted, can I just go and sit there and meditate for a while? So everybody came out, and they said that, okay, Sharu, you go and you sit there. So I sat and meditated, tried to connect with her. So what was happening at around probably, just before she had to leave her body, or she was leaving the body, during that time, she just called upon my name and she said, Sharu, I see a tunnel which is very dark. So she was talking to me in Kashmiri, and she was telling me that, Sharu, it's too dark. I cannot see. I cannot move out. I'm very scared. So I just told the angels and requested them to be there with her, so that, there is an easy transitioning for a soul, because at that time when the soul is leaving the body, they're literally scared, because they don't know where to go. Somebody has to show them the light. So, she was so scared. She said, I can just see the tunnel. I can just see the tunnel. I can just see the darkness. I don't think so there is anybody to, help me out over here. So I just told her to relax and just see the light, just focus on the light. And then after some time, it was about to be 8, because that's what the angels told me, that she's going to leave the body at 8, at around 8 o'clock. And she just said that I can see the light. I can see the light. And, there were 3 times she said that I can see the light, I can see the light, and I can see the light. And after that, she just left the body very peacefully. And although I am not I'm not connected to her right now, or she's not connected to me, but that beautiful experience was there, which actually just, I still remember today the way she was communicating with me, the way she was telling me each and everything, that I cannot see anything. So it was like, as if she was, because as if I was experiencing what she was experiencing, the same thing that people say, that there is a tunnel, there is darkness, and then they see the light. And it actually was happening with my grandmother at that time. So that was a beautiful experience. Then there was an experience with my dad, which happened because that, you can say, was the OBE, that is the out of the body experience, that you can say, because he was in the hospital. So he came, he had gone and he came back. It was something like that, because he wanted to speak something, say something to us, and especially to me. And it was like, the doctors had completely given up, and they said, he don't think so he's going to stay. That was on the 11th day. So 11th day of his in the hospital. So he had completely he was not in his consciousness. And after some time, what happened was, because doctor had given up, we were just waiting what is about to happen, because I knew that his soul has not still decided. So on the 11th day, he comes back. His health is absolutely fine. Doctors all of a sudden say that, oh my God, his vital statistics are, everything is good. The vitals are moving fine. He's absolutely good. So he comes, he talks to everybody, gives all the messages to them. And then, in the last, he calls me and he says, Sharu, I want to speak to you. I said, okay. So I just go there. He gives me all the blessings and tells me, whatever you're doing, keep doing that. But after that, what he said was, he shared an experience with me. He said, Sharu, I want to tell you something which probably I cannot tell anybody else, because nobody is going to understand. So he said that, when I was in my body at that time, I felt that my soul had left the body, and I see myself in a very dark place, and I'm shackled completely. And there are all the people, all the relatives, my ancestors are there, who are standing there, and who are just calling out my name, and they are saying that, now it is time, you have to come, you have to come. And I want to break the shackles, and I'm not able to break the shackles. How do I do that? So I'm trying and trying and trying, and all of a sudden I see Hanumanji in front of me. And there is a big mountain, which is completely the saffron colored mountain. And I see that those shackles are just being broken, they are not there. And I immediately come back to my body. So he said that I know that nobody is going to understand this, but I had this experience, and it was such a wonderful experience that I didn't want to come out of it. I wanted to be there in that place. So, but I came, I don't know why. So after that, it was on the 20th day, eventually, that he left his body. It was not on the 11th day. 11th day, he came back. So these are called the out of the body experiences, that also souls usually have when they are in the hospital for a very long time. And, the soul keeps going, the soul keeps communicating, the soul keeps coming back also. So that was a beautiful experiences, these two, that happen. And it actually validates when the person who's going through something, they are the ones who tell you something, because I haven't gone through that. So it actually validates that whatever we are reading, whatever we are grasping, it's actually happening, it happens. So yeah, this was something that I wanted to share with all of you. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much.
Very, very beautiful, Sharo. Thank you for sharing this experience. It's really wonderful to know. Yes, we have read so many books, but sharing your real experiences matters a lot, because somewhere many people have doubts whether it is true or not. But when you share your personal experiences, that really touches them, and it makes them understand. Yes, if Sharu had experienced it, or if my mom had experienced listening about her aunt's experience, so it is happening with everybody. So thanks for confirming that, Sharu, once again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sharu,
Thank you so much.
Sharuji,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
when are we going to read Master Sharu's book on these topics? So we are waiting to add
Oh my God.
one more title and one more book soon.
My God, that is a very huge responsibility, sir. So, with the grace of angels and all of your love and everything, I would definitely would do that. There will be a time. So, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
That
Thank
came
you.
to me. Yes, we are waiting.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for encouraging me. Thank you. Thank you. I'll definitely work on it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's true. Thank you, Sharu. You're waiting for your book with all the wonderful thoughts in it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, Arpita.
Yes, good morning, everybody. And
Arpita.
yes, thank you so much, Lakshmi ji, for the wonderful session. And thank you, Ram, Anna, and Sharuji for your sharing. And I thought of saying the same thing actually before Ram and Anna was saying, like everything is speaking the same thing. And day before yesterday, as you said, I saw the film named The Soul. It was a beautiful film, and it says the same thing. And when we see visually, it speaks even more better than reading books. So I would suggest to everybody, if you have not yet seen, watch that film. It is very worth to watch that film. And then so regarding this topic, so now theoretically we understood that after death what is going to happen, everything. And in order to experience that, and as Shaurji was mentioning that, for two of the people who underwent that experience, they were afraid. Like once they left the body, when they were seeing the darkness, they got afraid of the situation. And in order to not to have the same experience as them, we have to experience dying every day. So that's why we are meditating, and we have the answer. And so what we have to do is just meditate. That's it. That's it, the answer. And by doing that, each and every day, actually, we are practicing dying. And finally, we will don't have a fear of that. So yes, that's it.
Thank you so much, Arpita. How simply you put everything into one thing. We are dying every day, and
Yes.
when we practice meditation, we don't have fear. We have a
Mm,
great understanding, and when we actually look at our body, we don't have this, like blocks. We just immediately go there. So
mm.
thank you for saying it, and so simple. Thank you, Arpita.
Yes, thank you, Akka. And that's what Patriji had gave us actually. He the, after reading 1 lakh books and more, that's what the final conclusion that he had gave us in that 18 principles. Became vegetarian and then do meditation. That's it. Whenever we ask him some questions, meditate. That's it.
Yes, yes,
The
that's
final
right.
response from him. And yes, so that's it.
Thank you so much, Arpita. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes, Ifa.
Good morning.
Great morning, Ifa.
Yeah, so fantastic, and exactly what Ramesh and Charu and Arpita are saying. I feel the same, that every day we're gaining so much knowledge, and all of these masters are reiterating the same thing, which also totally confirms what we know. And I'm learning so much more every day, and this also every day resonates with my own experiences too. So thank you, Madhu, for sharing all of this fantastic literature. Every day I'm learning something new. And I mentioned before that my sister passed away very suddenly 3 years back. And probably because I was already meditating at that time for a couple of years, I was able to connect with her soul. And it wasn't an out of body experience because she did pass away, but I was with her physical body, and I was able to connect with her. And exactly what you've just described this morning is really what she showed me, because I kept asking, why did you go? And where are you? And I could see this bright light that you're describing, and so many masters have described. And I could just feel love and peace and happiness. And she just showed me that she's in such a good place. And this gave me so much peace. My whole family were destroyed, and her friends, everybody was so completely upset. It was such a tragedy, but I was going around in this kind of peaceful, meditative state with a smile on my face. And I think people thought I was mad, and I also couldn't communicate what had happened, or not, I couldn't communicate how at peace I felt, because I knew they would think I was mad. But reflecting on it now, and all that I'm learning these days is giving me so much confirmation that I knew where she was, and I still keep that feeling of peace with me now when I think about her. So really incredible. Thank you, Madhu.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, Ifa. Wonderful experience. Wonderful experience. Again, confirming us that that whatever the book had conveyed us, it is true. Thank you for coming up and sharing your personal experience with your sister, and thank you so much, very much grateful.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
also watched the Soul movie last night. Harput. I didn't know about
It's
it
very
before.
nice, right?
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
No,
No?
no,
This isn't-
Yeah, Madhu. Uh, can you collect and make one article about all our experiences that we are sharing here? We all have, underwent many of similar experiences that now we are hearing through books. And maybe to collect all our friends that are sharing their experiences, maybe and prepare one nice article, and then we can share among us, or share to Spiritual India magazine, and so on and so forth. Because that we are realizing that till, let's say, few days ago or few months ago or few encountered for the first time these experiences, we had no understanding, or let's say little understanding of what we are experiencing. But now, with with connecting all these dots, that it makes sense. Maybe we are here even to share our right understanding now, and that will help many people who will read, just like we are getting benefit of these articles. Can you kindly do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a very wonderful thought, Ramesh. Yes, we will do that. So thank you so much for that. And yes, Madhvi, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a wonderful session, really great. Actually, when authors write these books, you made me inspired to read all these books. Actually, I have noted down all the books, all the authors, and one author, like the one which you have said, I ordered it also in Amazon. Maybe like I go one by one, and
Yeah.
it's amazing the how you explain, and also the experiences what all others are sharing. I thought that I would give you an experience, but don't laugh at this one because it looks really funny, like how I experienced this like a near to death or like a real death. Like we were happened to come via Sri Lankan Airlines, and we had a connectivity flight. And then at that time, we had to stay for a 1 day because it was a cheaper flight, and we have to stay. And they have given us 3-star hotel, and we were friends of, not friends, but we were known students of 7 to 8 people. And then in the like after getting down in Sri Lanka, and then we thought that, oh, Sri Lanka is so beautiful. Why do we sit the whole day in this hotel? Maybe they have 3-star, because we are so young and we wanted to explore. So we just took bath, and we just thought that let's go outside and see what it's all about, the Sri Lanka. And then at that time, really, we have to leave our passports because it's not allowed, because we are going for Germany. The actual destination is Germany, and we are only in the middle. So we don't have the visas to go, or even though we are Indians, we can go without visa to Sri Lanka, but still we are on that process of going. So this was the little story. But what happened is we went to the beaches, because the beaches are so beautiful there. It's everywhere, it's green. I experienced a lovely and a wonderful that 1 day stay in Sri Lanka. I would never forget that. Like the way it's so green. I thought that this is my land, actually, because I'm a biological student. So it's green everywhere. It's raining. It's beautiful fauna, and also and the beaches. When you stand on the beaches, you can see all the fishes are like biting your, that. And then we happened to go in a boat. Yeah, they thought that, okay, let's go to a boat, like a little round, and we were the life jackets and everything, and the boat was so old, but we were so excited to go because it was just around, like, you cannot imagine that boat went in a round, and in the middle, I don't say in the middle of the ocean, but it's an ocean for sure. In the like in a round, and it was in the middle of that round, the boat stopped. Wow. Just imagine that experience, that 2 minutes or 3 minutes, the waves are coming, and the big waves, as well as oh my God, it's like nobody knows the swimming, it seems, except the boat rider. Like I was, oh my God, what should we do? I was like, and the boat fellow was saying, don't be panic, because the moment you panic, because I kept all of the people in different places to balance the boat. So if you get panic, then we all will be drowned. And I'm the only one who can really swim and can go because of these big waves. Oh, you just imagine how that situation, I really felt that was the death. Like, I experienced what is that death actually. Wow. I don't know how to express it, but that was because I cannot swim, and it is in the middle, and it is in the, oh, I really, I felt, my God, as I said that I'm a big believer of my God, and I always pray Him. I always say that I keep myself calm, and I just pray, saying that, God, you know everything, you can do everything, but I feel the ocean is so calm, even though it's having a big waves, it's so calm. But I felt that I'm just near. Even if it is need to happen, you just take me in your feet, because I don't want to get anywhere else. But it's a really beautiful, and it is, I'm experiences that going the death, near to the death. Please get away from us, because I have to study, and I have to show so many things to my parents, and all this, la la la. Oh, that was the a really wonderful experience. As Ram said, we have to print all this. I'm also writing this book. I don't know when I will finish this, but all
Oh,
my experiences, lifetime experiences, all my, I don't say shitty dreams now anymore because they are really connecting. So all my dreams and all how they were connected and your people are getting connected. It's really wonderful, actually. Yeah, that's this is
wonderful.
how I experienced it, and you made me inspired to read all these books. And this is a real, really, it's a near to the death. I almost, it's completely near to the death. And then somehow the boat started, and we came back, and they said that we never go again to the boat riding. All the friends,
Mm,
all the group people. That was, oh, I don't know how to express it, but it was, we could feel that. I mean, not only me, all of them in the boat, except that the God, but all the students were coming, wow, this is the thing. And from that day on, we just thought that we have to live every moment, like every day it's a new day. Every everything what we experience is the best experience. And I think I learned from that day, I think actually how to be, or how to be alive for every day, each and every day and each and every moment. And that experience really made me what I am, I feel sometimes today. And it's
beautiful.
true what the author writes, really. It's very, very true. And thank you so much
Wonderful.
for the reading in the morning.
Thank
Really.
you.
And thank
Thank
you
you so
everyone to listen to my, hope you understood my story.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
wonderful.
I'm so
Thank
excited
you.
to tell about that story. Don't know. I did not use so many words, good words.
You shared it perfectly well. And that was you have experienced that. That was the last moments, and then you went very close to death, and now you are appreciating life. Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Really, Madhu, it was wow. It was such a big waves, especially Indian Ocean waves. You cannot stand near the waves. It's
Mm,
so dangerous actually because that big wave will sweep you away inside. You know,
mm,
even the
yeah,
big. Wow, I don't know, but you have to just go and stand near the ocean. I'm really telling you,
yeah.
not even doing any experiments with that. Just to stand in front of the ocean and just to see how
Mm,
calm and how deep and how wow, it's like kind of a meditation. What I felt, it's kind of a, but that is the death, really, really near to the death, completely. I just thought we are lost, we finished, and I don't know how to communicate also to the people, saying that we are maybe we will not, you will not see us anymore. So that communication also we didn't have that at that moment. So
mm, good.
really that was amazing experience, I
Well,
would say.
all went well for a reason, and you are here with us to share your experience of how to live each and every moment with contentment and joy. Thank you for sharing this, man.
Yes, Madhu, thank you so much for the platform too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, friends. Anybody else? All right. So, friends, today, yes, Indraji.
This is a very, very exciting. I don't know how to describe the feeling as I have when I listen to all what you say and what you read. And I must say that I learn a lot from your own experiences when you tell it directly than from the book. I must say that. Thank you, all the masters who shared their experiences. I did also have a near death experience, but that was something completely different to what the book says and what all of you said. What it was, I was young then. I had two children, and at that time, and they were very young as well. And I had my young wife, and I was working. I come from Sri Lanka, and I was working in Oman, and I had gone on my holiday, and I had gone on a with my friends on a round, and then we were in a sort of dam, sort of a huge pondo river, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
And I got caught to one of these, what I don't know what the right word is, where you get caught in the water, where in Tamil we call it suli. It's I don't know the English word. You get trapped in the water, right? And then
Ah, okay. Okay.
yeah, and I got caught into one of them, and I didn't know to swim, and I just couldn't do anything. I was putting my hand out and waving to some of my friends who were on the show. They were all laughing. They thought that I was joking. They were laughing, but I was nearly dying there. And then the feeling I had that time, that's what I want to really come to. It's completely something different. I didn't. I had the feeling that I'm going to die, but the feeling I had was a sense of guilt, a sense of guilt. Oh my God, I got me, this is my young wife, and I got my two little children, and what have I done to them? How irresponsible I have been, coming out with my friends and dying this way, leaving them to sort of struggle in this world just by themselves. That feeling of guilt. Oh no, 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 no! I can't leave them like that. I think that's what saved me. That feeling, and I think now that I'm into meditation, although I got into that situation, the feeling I get now is whatever comes to you, you choose the time of your death. I was not prepared to die. I was not prepared to leave my wife and children and just go like that, whatever comes to me. And that's what saved me, I think.
Wow. Very, very
I,
wonderful. Like, yes, yes,
am I
Raji.
clear? I mean, I run a care home now. I look after elderly people. And this is a feeling that I always get looking at them as well. You choose your time of death, whatever struggle you go through, whatever hardship you go through, whatever illness you get through, you choose your time of death. And in the same way, my wife, it was about 12 years ago, she had leukemia, and she was in hospital. And there was one Sunday she was being treated. One Sunday, even the doctor was treating the consultant. She was there. I owe her life to the doctor. She was there from morning till night on a Sunday, looking after just my wife, because she was, I think, on the verge of going. And I was there, and I was also telling her all the time, oh, please don't go, don't leave me and go. Please don't leave me. And she pulled it through. So it's I think we choose the time of our death.
Exactly.
That's my
Exactly.
experience. Yeah.
Yes, Indraji. As we have heard yesterday, the exit choices. I mean, like, we are given choices, like when we want to vacate our body. So when we are not ready at that point, we have another choice. So we have 3, 4 choices as
All right.
mentioned from the intelligent
Yeah,
mind. That
that's right.
is what
Yes.
you have experienced, and you were not ready at that time. You were having a responsibility. You wanted to do more to your family. That's what pulled back to life. So I'm really happy that like how you shared, and how you took care of your family, and how you supported her till her last breath. So thank you for sharing this. Thank you so much for sharing this, and for the work which you are doing. So thank you so much, Indraji. Yeah. So, mom, you want to share something?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, while Madhvi was talking about her experience, it reminded me of mine when I was in class two. We lived in Orissa, and my father was working there in as a chemical engineer in a paper mill. So we were there, and whenever holidays comes, all the relatives from this from our place, from Andhra and everything, they used to come to our place. And my father used to arrange one vehicle and we used to go for sightseeing places to the nearby places like beach and Lord Jagannath temple and everything, whatever important scenic places are there, we used to go there. So like that, one fine day, my father took me. All the relatives came for vacation, and we all went to this beach, to the Bay of Bengal, and so we all enjoyed a lot. And there will be a man. He has a childlike thing, and he takes us with him to something a little bit further into the waves, like to the little bit. into the ocean like, and will make us return, and he will make us sit there, and he will take another one, and he will do the same thing like that. So in the same way, he took me, and I went with him, and again he came back, and he left me on the shore, and he took another one, and it's happened. So something I don't know. I don't know. I was sitting like that because my parents said you sit here only. I sat like that, and I don't know what happened. And big waves came and they pulled me, and I went into the ocean, and I was not to be seen. So I don't know. I don't know how far I went. I was completely, even to this day, I had a fear when I take head bath from my head, when the water flowing from my head. I had a fear that as if I'm drowning and drowning. So suddenly, and everything was over, and they were all returning, and they said, "Oh, where is Zuma? Where is Zuma?" And they started searching for me. So I was not to be seen. And again, they asked us rescue people, and they asked to find out me, and all of them went and to search me, and finally, I was found. I was found, and I asked my mom, "How can you forget me like that? You asked me to sit, and I sat there. I don't know what happened." So I don't know what it was like. Now I think maybe I didn't experience anything. I didn't have the fear because I have a thoughtless state, being in second class, not that much matured. And I was just, I don't know what was happening. Maybe it was fear or what, I don't know. Still, I don't know. So listening to all these things, and listening to reading these books and things, maybe I think I might have entered till the gateway to the death, and again I think I am pulled back. I feel like that now, reading and experiencing all this. I think maybe I had gone till there, and maybe I had something to do, I had something to do in this life, so I'm back again. So thank you, Madhvi. You had reminded me of this experience telling yours, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Ma.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
all.
sharing.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Madhvi.
Yeah, and yes, we're always taken care, and it was not your time to leave. So you had to do so many things, and that's why you had to come back to life. And as you said that you did not remember anything, and yes, it's a blank state. It's like we don't know anything, like when it is there in front of us, and
Yeah, me too. Even the funniest
beautiful.
thing, even now, which I experience is when I just hold my breath, I am completely in thoughtless state.
Mm,
While breathing, I just hold the breath for some time, and that minute, that time, I don't have any thoughts, only blankness. So I think so. That is the place where we stop breathing, and we are very in a very positive way and completely thoughtless state, and finally, our journey will be very peaceful. So I feel like that. I feel like that. So whenever we hold the breath, our thoughts will also will be empty. Our mind is completely blank. That is what I'm
yes,
observing these days. Very nice. And of course, thanks Lakshmi ji. It was a very nice meditation. Really very nice music. Enjoyed a lot. Thanks.
thanks, Amma. All right. So thank you so much, friends, and it was a wonderful sharings like every days. And we will all see each other again tomorrow. And today was a short session, but tomorrow the topic will be The Other Worlds by Torkom Saratian, and it is going to be another interesting topic. So please do join us, and please let your friends also know about these sessions, and you can share them the YouTube links so that they can also hear to these experiences, and they can change the way how they think about death and the fear of death. All right, friends, till we see each other again in the evening or tomorrow, have a lovely day, and namaste, namaste to all. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ram sir, Madhu ma'am. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Have a very
Sure.
beautiful day and night.